Hey everyone, I've reviewed a bunch of Hot Wheels on this channel before, but never a silver series, so I'll discuss why, I suppose, as I review these. So the first one here, I have the 60s Fiat 500D Modificado, and it's from the Summit Surge line of the silver series. I guess that's the case number, and actually if you look at the back, that's the part number of this specific casting, if you don't want to type in all that into the internet, right? And then it says 5 of 5. So the other four have plastic bases, number 1 through 4, but this one, number 5, has a metal base. So I'm trying to buy some cars for track use, and I figured the heavier they are, the faster they should roll. But also benefit the Silver Series if they have plastic tires, but a lot of detail printed on them. So they're cheaper than premiums, but if you actually want to run track cars, I think this is a pretty good idea that they're doing here. Right? They're more detailed than main lines. They granted cost more than main lines, but they're cheaper than the premiums and basically look pretty good, just the same, just tires that aren't rubber. Alright, let's take a look at this here. On the bottom it does tell you what it is, which is nice. DWA 71. I have no idea what that means. It has nothing to do with the packaging numbers. Anyways, it does tell you it's a Hot Wheels here, which is nice. And then here's the copyright date of 2016. This one goes back a ways. Okay, Indonesia. We have some exhaust pipe details there, and that's about it. One press fit, one rivet mark there. So there's a tab. Oh, I see. The tab is this. That's actually smart, I guess. Maybe that's a license plate or actually a radiator. I'm not sure. It is a modified one. A regular one I don't think has. It just has a bumper there. Alright, well, maybe some brake ducts. And so the nice white printing here. Oh, but yeah, this is, I think, that premium kind of printing where it's like pixelated. Well, I'm not liking that so much. Yeah, it's the premium kind of printing here. But you do have different colors and stuff like that. Some indication of headlight artifacts. And these bumps here, they're sticking out quite a bit, so you could add some orange paint or whatever to those pretty easily if you want to modify this further. But I'm pretty good with the way it looks. The stripes here are pretty nice. Casting blemish. It's got a nice thick clear coat on it. Some sort of gray metallic paint, I guess. Yeah. Alright, on the side, well, we have first these little small 5 spokes, double 5 spokes. And then we have some white in the Fiat there. That actually is legible. And then checkerboard, the Hot Wheels flyer there. And then a raised painted black handle. And then a real branding, Coney and Goodyear. It's nice that there's no window there. And maybe that's, I don't know, a fuel filler or an air inlet into the engine back there. And so see, the taillights are painted, or printed in this case, and then some rivets here, and then the whole engine detailing. Okay, probably an air-cooled engine. And it's just funny, it's cool that the whole trunk is open to cool it off. Some venting details there, the license plate area and the light for it. Alright, the window is back here. There's a groove. If you're daring, you could add some silver paint for chrome work. Yeah, same thing, like an aqueduct looking thing. All in all, I mean, I guess the printing on this is pretty good for that dot matrix kind of style. Or maybe this is tampo printed on this side. Because I find the premium stuff. See, that looks really grainy, right? Because they're literally mixing white with some gray color. Or white and black to create gray. This might be a tampo print because it's just solid white. So they're kind of mixing up their print processes, it looks like. I wish everything was just a tampo print. This is nicely done, right? This checkerboard. And then the racing stripes carrying across again. So looking through that rear window, some sort of, tubing or something to, probably for the air induction or something. Those things are feeding into the engine. And it looks like we have a red interior piece. And maybe a fire extinguisher bottle there on the side. Just the driver's seat with racing harnesses. Yeah, some definition to the steering wheel. The dashboard, though, pretty much nothing. Strange that there wouldn't be some sort of recesses or bumps there. Alright. trying to see, there's a big post there. What about the engine? Anything else we could see? No, I guess it's just all in the back there. Alright, it's a cute little casting. Curious what it's going to end up weighing. Alright, the legendary Audi Sport Quattro, 1984, rally racing, that kind of thing. Nice line art there. It's interesting, it's the rear 3/4 view. So case number there, the actual part number, if you want to just search by that, find it online. If I can find you buy links, I will. And well, yeah, I should have shown you that on the last card. All the other ones in these collections, again, they have plastic bases, but they will have the extra printing. So if you're not into racing, there's still, I think, a great product line if you don't want to pay the premium pricing. Alright, so the base again, all the bases, metal for these particular ones. 84 Audi Sport Quattro. It's interesting the Quattro isn't capitalized. And then some undercarriage details, 2 exhaust pipes it looks like. And then equal sized wheels, plastic again. They look like Volks Arrays TE37s actually, painted white. And then this is all tampo printed on this one. Very nice. At least so far it is. The raised door handle, real sponsorship it looks like. Yeah, Michelin Man, the Audi rings there. Unfortunately they have the window there. I wish it was open. Okay, so now we have the front end. Is this tampo? I don't know. It looks pretty clear. Actually, no, maybe it is that pixelated process. Yeah, see, it's pixelated. So it's, again, they're pixelating the front, but tampoing the sides. Not sure why, because on the main lines they can tampo print. Strange. You would think they would just use the same, well, I don't know. I don't work at Mattel. So here we have casted in mirrors, and unfortunately not enough red paint here on the edges. Let's move around here. We have a little vent and a bump, maybe a jack-up point. Yeah, same there. Okay, taillights. Yep, that print process. At least this is all legible, so that's good. Some venting, it looks like. Those are very lame exhaust tips, though. Yeah, they couldn't get any recesses. They didn't bother having with the molding process. And then this just terminates. There's no air or anything like that, but it is a Hot Wheels, so it's understandable, I think. Okay, well, all in all, the red paint is alright. There's some contaminants and stuff, but I've definitely seen worse before. And this is probably the window piece, these little vents here, because they're kind of recessed, right? It's probably that. You do have a texture for the banner, and then the wiper blades are part of that molding. And then again, there's a vent here, and I suspect it's the same plastic as that. So, yeah, I wish I could, yeah, no, trying to get some light underneath, but no, not happening. Maybe some hood pin, yeah, hood latch details there. Okay, so yeah, all the printing on all sides of the car. That's what you're paying for, and I think it's worth it. Yeah, if you want a more realistic looking toy, and also, at least for the number 5s, they're heavy. And this is this is my favorite one for sure. So it's part of the Vintage Club 1968 line, and they're the other cars with plastic bases there. Yeah, I mean that's cool, but I suspect later on, they'll have metal bases of these in a different collection. That's what I'm hoping for, because I would also like to get that. Okay, well anyways, the 356 Outlaw. Cool artwork again. And it's case HRT 81, part JKY28. Alright, so, yeah, painted base here, metal. And then 2015 copyright, tells you what it is, tells you it's a Hot Wheels and where it was made. And then 2 rivets there, and the air-cooled engine back here, the exhaust, and maybe some suspension details. So it's a nice metallic blue, pretty big flake though actually. And then 5 spokes, kind of look like those Fuchs wheels that you would find on Porsches. So I think that's a good choice. I don't know the official name of this wheel design. Leave a comment if you want. But they're chromed, very cool looking. So we have a big 356, very crisply painted or printed. I think it's a tampo print, right? The very fine white line around is very nice. Castrol and Goodyear. Nice that there's no window here, but we have some louvers in that one. Going to the front, we have the vents. It's part of the casting. It's not. Oh, you know what? Actually, I take that back. It's probably the black base coming through for color separation. But this vent is part of the casting. It is painted black. That little turn signal's got silver, and then we have some fragment details there in the printing of the headlights. And they also have some tape marks here printed on. The leather straps look pretty good, and even a little silver for the metal parts keep those straps on. And then we have probably a black plastic interior, because I'm guessing that's the gas or oil cooler or gas cap. That's part of that black interior plastic. Physical vents there, and then raised little wiper fluid ejectors. Yeah, that paint's really nice. Same with the racing stripes. Yeah, very nicely done. Okay, going to the back here. I was wondering if there's paint. Nope, no paint there, but louvers, and then the taillights look good because they're not just red, they're actually outlined with some white to look like chrome trim. And then that Porsche text is very legible, so I think this one's all tampo printed. What does that say though? GS? What? Porsche? Huh. I assume that's on a car like this. Maybe those are for a license plate, like the holes to bolt it on or something. I'm not sure if they were necessary. I don't think anyone would have noticed them not being there. It's just that they're a little off-centered from the exhaust, so it's kind of distracting. Minor quibble. This is a really cool looking one. Alright, and we're gonna need the flashlight with the black interior. Yeah, very flat pizza pan. Steering wheel, 3 gauges it looks like. Nothing there in the center console, it's just flat. Wish they'd put something there. Big shifter. No headrest. Some sort of dimpling on the seat cushions. Yeah, just some ribbing there. No back seats, I don't think. Or are there? Well, I don't know. There's some corrugation, but I can't say those look like seats. Just looking at it again, it's really neat. Well, let's weigh these things. This is pretty small, so I'm not expecting too much. Still, not too shabby compared to a plastic-based one. Yeah, 51 grams. Okay, so if weight matters to you, that's what they are. Let's get a low spin on these things. Okay, well, obviously if you're a rally fan, that's the one. Although that's, you know, a rally looking car as well. This is a really cool modified vehicle. But for me, my favorite is definitely going to be that. It's just, I like 356 Porsches. It's that simple. They're just smooth looking, very clean design. Yeah, Silver Series, this is good stuff. Gonna get a bunch more, and maybe even later get some of the plastic based ones. But for now, the metal based ones are what I'm searching out. So if you appreciate this stuff, hopefully you can stay tuned, and I will review some more of the Silver Series. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.